Good morning. Welcome to my second morning, my third day here on my trip. It was 19 degrees when I got up this morning, about 8 o'clock. The couple times I woke up the one time I woke up in the middle of the night that I checked my phone, it was 21. So I don't think it got anywhere close to that 11 predicted. So just payback for the previous night when it got a lot lower than what they predicted, I guess. They're now saying 31 for today, so they've notched it down 1 degree, but still not too bad. Not gonna get it quite up to freezing. Got thin clouds overhead. I can see blue, but it's a very pale blue. So I think it's going to be a pretty decent day. Had enough water for both oatmeal and chocolate, and a little bit left over to start up some snow for start building some snow for washing with. Definitely going to go into town and get myself a couple of gallons of water for tonight and tomorrow morning. That should do me, I hope. Anyway, I slept pretty well last night. Did wake up twice. Once I had to go answer Mother Nature. The other time, for some reason, I woke up chilly. I just zippered things down a little bit more and went right back to sleep. Slept pretty well. Still using my 0-degree bag, so it kind of surprised me that I woke up chilly. Of course, it could be that I got so warm earlier on that I was just getting too moist in that sleeping bag. I don't know. Still talking about getting down into the 20s tonight, so I'm halfway considering changing out sleeping bags. I did bring my 15-degree sleeping bag with me too. My first propane tank is almost empty now. Those of you that watched my videos from last year from my Crosby Manitou trip know that I took 3 propane tanks out, and I was getting really worried towards the end because I was going through them so fast. So I brought 4 on this trip. Here I am, third day, and just using up the first tank. So 2 factors. One, I'm not melting as much snow. Melting some, but not as much as I did then, because I brought in water. Second factor being that I think that black pot is definitely heating things up a lot faster than that aluminum pot that I had last year. So I'm really loving this pot. I'm loving this Cooke set I've got. I'm loving my tent. Yeah, loving all my new stuff here. Really working out nice. I will say in the tent, the first night I got a little bit frosted up on the inside. But that's because I left the windows completely closed, so I wasn't getting any flow through. Last night I left the windows open at the bottom, let a little bit more of a flow through, and didn't have the moisture problems like I did the night before. So let me say a little bit about this site that I'm in. I said the other day about picking a walk-in site rather than a drive-in site. Reasons for doing that. Well, there's 3 walk-in sites, 81, 82, and 83. I picked 83, figuring that, looking at the map, it looked like it was going to be the most remote of the 3. And, all of them were open. I had my choice of sites. It looked like 83 was the most remote. In a lot of ways it is. Except that just a few yards that way, there's a trail. Of course, being in the middle of the week and not the best of weather, that trail hasn't gotten used a lot, but there have been a few people walking past there. So it's not quite as remote as I thought it was. There are some cabins just over here too, but those are not occupied at the moment. So that's okay. It's funny, one of the reasons for not doing the drive-in was because of the cabin at the end of the loop. And here I've got a cluster of cabins, probably closer than what those would have been, or that one would have been on the loop. But of course, that one on the loop was reserved for 2 of the 30 nights that I was planning on being out here. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't seen any activity at these cabins at all, so maybe I'm gonna luck out. Anyway, I looked at the other 2 sites yesterday, and of the 3, it looks like 82 is would have actually probably been the best one to go to. Funnily enough, 82 has gotten less use than the other 2. There's still mounds of snow on the tent pad. The fire ring is full of snow, not just a little bit of snow, but full of snow. Bunch of snow on top of the picnic table, etc., etc. If I'd used 82, I might have been able to use snow stakes instead of my tent pegs, as I'd originally planned to do. But anyway, I'm where I am. This hasn't been too bad so far. And I see my snow is boiling now, so the water from the snow that I put in there is boiling, ready for washing up with. So I'll get that done. Talk to you again. Well, went to town, got 2 gallons of water, drove to the other end of the park and back, looking for photo ops. With the sky the way it is, it's just not very picture friendly today. Now, the weather forecast, instead of showing partly sunny today, and tomorrow is showing mostly cloudy both days. So it's getting ridiculous. The only time the sun shone yesterday was when I was splitting wood. Anyway, it's a nice diversion driving to the end of the camp, or to the park and back. Gonna go down here back to camp. I'm on my way back to camp. Gonna have a cup of soup. And then I'm gonna see about going down to the falls, that area anyway, and see what kind of photo ops I might be able to find. So far, not looking real good. Does look like things are brightening up a little bit, but who knows? Who knows? I sure don't. Oh, here's my site marker. Down through these trees here. These were covered with snow. That would make a good picture, but they're not covered with snow, so. And here we are at camp. There's my tent hidden by that big tree. And picnic table stuff. Okay. So there's the tent. Well, I'm down by the river now. Unfortunately, the waterfall that looked so nice last fall when I was here is completely frozen over now. The water I hear is from just a few open parts in the river. I'll show them to you in a minute. Probably can't see me here. So, kind of a disappointment. And of course, the weather being what it is a disappointment. But at least I'm getting some camping in. Okay, here you can see some of the open water causing the splashing. Over there would be the waterfall that I was hoping would be open. It's not. I'm on the river trail. It's nice out here. It's a nice walk. But with this light being so bad, oh, this thick cloud, it's just not working. I've taken a few photos. Not sure how I'll have to see what they look like on the computer, but I'm not expecting a lot. It's just so dark, cloudy, dingy. Just very, very, very poor light. Poor light. So, getting on for 4 now. I think I'm going to turn around and go back and see what tomorrow brings. On the snow around here, disturbed snow around here. I'm obviously not the first desperate photographer out here. I saw this little scene, this little baby pine tree on top of a rock, and the rock has moss on it. Yeah. Desperate photographers do desperate things. Well, there's a nice bench right here. There's a little waterfall below me. No way to get down to it. Looks like it could be very, very nice to shoot. I'm on my way back. Just stopping at this nice bench for a little bit, catch my breath, cool down a little bit. I am getting a little bit heated. Not too bad, but yeah, good hike. Just wish I had light for photographs. I have seen some compositions that would be nice, but I need light. I need light. This is horrible light today. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Now I wish I'd gotten out yesterday when we had some sunlight. instead of chopping wood. But yesterday's forecast showed more sunshine for today. And this is what we got. And now tomorrow's forecast is for the same. I wish it would be wrong the other way once in a while. Well, actually they are. Oh well. Gotta move on. Darkness is coming. I'm back at camp now. Heating up water for my, well, actually heating up water, milk, and margarine. Tonight it's another pasta side. This time it's cheddar and broccoli. Spiral pasta with broccoli in a cheesy cheddar sauce. And I'm adding to that about a quarter pound of ground pork. Again, just like with the ground beef last night, I pre-cooked that and brought it out here. So yeah, so it's pork and broccoli tonight. Don't know if you can see me by the light of the fire or not, but hopefully you can. That meal tonight was good. I think I should have let it, I think I took it off the simmer too early because it was, the noodles were al dente a little bit, and the pork could have used a little bit more heating up, but it was good. Anyway, yeah, I sat here by the fire eating my dinner. When I first got back to camp after my hike and everything, I was feeling so hungry. I thought about going into town to get something to eat, but I'm glad I didn't now because it's nice out here, eating by the fire and all that. There is somebody in one of those cabins over that I talked about earlier. So far, they don't seem to be too much of a problem. So. Other than I can see the light from here, but it's not annoying. It's not possible. Okay, as you probably recall, yesterday's forecast for today was for the high to be 32. They kept downgrading that all day today. They're now saying a high of 25, but I haven't seen it get above 21 all day today. It's just been hanging in there at 21. So, but they're still saying we're going to have a high of 25. Now the winds are supposed to shift to the south, so you know we may overnight it actually may get up to 25. Right now they're saying the low is going to be 21, which it is right now. Tomorrow they're still saying it's going to be 42. Of course, I won't be here to see it. Hopefully I won't be here to see it. I'll be on the road, well on the way home by the time a high temperature hits tomorrow. Still supposed to be a chance of mixed sun and clouds tomorrow morning, clouding up later. I'll believe that when I see it. Don't know if I'll be able to take advantage of it or not anyway, but I'm thinking if it's sunny or partly sunny when I first get up in the morning, I might just go head over towards the river and see what I can get real quick before I have breakfast or anything else, and come back here and have breakfast and clean up and pack up and leave. don't necessarily have to leave real early tomorrow. If I can get out of here by, say, 2, it's about a 4-hour drive to get home, 3.5, 4 hours. I'd be home by 6, so 1 or 2 o'clock. Only thing is I don't have anything else for lunch, but I can always grab something real quick on my way, so shouldn't be a problem. Oh, this headlamp I bought is not real good. Eats batteries, especially when it's turned off. I'm now using my 3rd battery. It came with a battery. I used a rechargeable. Came with a battery. I had it on, using it for a while, turned it off for a while, tried to turn it back on again. It wouldn't turn on. So then I put a rechargeable battery in. I thought at that time, well, maybe the battery it came with would just maybe it'd been in the package too long or whatever. Put a rechargeable in yesterday. Got me into bed. Got me through my first wake up. When I had my second wake up, I turned it on, nothing. So I now have put a 3rd battery in, and right now it is working. And hopefully it'll get me to bed, and I'll have to keep some spare batteries at hand, I guess, for later on. But this is ridiculous because you know, it's not that it goes out while I've got it on, it's just that it quits working and just goes dead while the light's not on. Not good, not good. That's what I get for picking the cheapest one I could find, I guess. Should have gone for a more expensive one. But again, I've got a good one at home that I left at home, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a new one. But, well, live and learn. Got dishes to clean up from supper. Hopefully spend some more time around the fire. Have some hot cocoa later on before I turn into bed. Not even sure what time it is now. Well, it's 10:30 now, and I'm all ready for bed. Got my jammies on, and all ready to settle down for the night. So I thought I'd check in with you first before I did that. Had to put another battery in my headlamp. It goes through batteries very quickly. I'm glad I'm using rechargeables right now. So anyway, I don't think I have the headlamp on. No, I don't. Yeah, it's 10:30. I don't know where the time went. I was afraid I was going to get to bed early tonight, and instead it's, well, like I said, it's 10:30. So I had some hot chocolate, filled up my water bottles with warm water. Not much else to report. The last I checked my phone, it was still 21 degrees. And they're still saying the high was going to be 24 or so. So I don't know what gives there. But anyway, yeah, just got to get to bed. So talk to you in the morning. Good morning, campers. It is a little bit after 7 o'clock, maybe a lot after 7. It's about 7:30, and I'm getting up. I got dressed already. I packed up my sleeping bag, packed up my clothes, ready to head out of the tent. Though here I gotta put a couple more, just put my outer layers on, and I'll be getting out of bed here. Temperature actually rose last night. I think if I remember right, when I checked, it was about 28 degrees when I got up, when I started getting up. So yeah, it's going pretty much as they predicted now. Well, wouldn't you know it, the sun finally shines on my last night out here. I went down to the river before breakfast, but I got some nice shots down there, I think. Of course, the proof is always when I get it on the computer, but I think I got some good ones. But I was too cold. Too many other things I would have had to take with me in order to take you along. Kind of wish I had, but oh well. As I said, it's about 10 after 10 now. Not sure what the temperature is. I'm gonna find out. In the 20s, I'm sure, somewhere. So I'm going to have breakfast and clean up from my breakfast. Then I got to pack up the tent. I got my sleeping bag stuffed in its bag already. And I have all my clothes stuffed in a clothes bag. So I still have to roll up my thermarest, and then I gotta take the tent down. Taking the tent down when it's cold outside like this is one of the worst jobs ever, but it's got to be done. Definitely I'm not going to leave it here. If I get packed up and in the car early enough, I'll probably go back to the river. See about getting a few more shots before I leave, as long as the sun stays out. This morning was nice because it was partly cloudy, and there were some nice clouds in the sky. Now it's getting pretty much cloudless. There's a few clouds, but not much of anything anymore. Don't like completely overcast skies, but I like to have a few interesting clouds. Tent's down, and everything's packed up. Got my first load ready to go. So I'm going to take that up to the car and come back down for the second load and check around, make sure I've got everything. It's been a fun trip. Not the photo trip I was hoping for, but definitely a fun trip. I'd do it again. Like I said yesterday, if I were to come up here again, I would take Site 82 instead of this one. Just a little bit more secluded. What the heck is that? A little bit more secluded than coming along here. But it was good. It's fun being out camping. Weather wasn't too bad, other than the lack of sun. And not much to complain about, other than the lack of sun. So, I don't know what time it is. It is almost 12 o'clock now, 11:30. So, get my stuff up to the car, get down, take a couple more pictures, and then hit the road. That didn't work for very long.